Okay, we're going to do a quick little accepting your freight video. We're going to start with that before we get into the unboxing video. So I just received my Omtech laser. It is the 20 by 28 manual focus machine. And I want to talk really quick about accepting large freight like this. I was fortunate enough to spend a little bit of time while I was waiting for this machine to get or to go onto the Omtech website or in the Omtech Facebook group, and saw a lot of, not really a lot of horror stories, but there was one, about receiving the shipment and the machine being damaged, even though the crate looked fine. So I made a point to check out the machine. Now, my driver was great. It got delivered by XPO Logistics. He had to actually park on a busy road, 45-mile-an-hour road, and just stop his truck there and load this thing up on a pallet jack and, drop the lift gate and then wheel it up my driveway. And we even had to go through a little bit of craziness because I have some grass patches. But anyway, he was kind enough to put it right here, and I said, hey, I need to look at this thing before I sign the bill or the receipt. So those silver screws are from the top, and then these screws are from the back panel that I pulled off. So that's why you'll see that this thing is already opened up. When you receive freight like this, you're gonna have to sign that you received it, and hopefully that'll focus there. But I know it may be a little bit hard to read, but that says received. Pieces above described freight in good order except as noted. So if you don't open up the crate and you sign this sheet of paper and then you find out that your machine is damaged, when you call the delivery company, they're going to say it wasn't our fault. And of course, you'd also call, Omtech, and it's just going to create more hassles because, if the shipper did it, then they're not going to take responsibility because you already signed that said it was good to go. So highly recommend that you pop, if you have time, and I'd take the whole crate apart and make sure that the entire machine was good to go. Tip your driver. They've got a lot of places to be, so time is money for them. But like I said, my driver was excellent. So we got a couple pieces off. I said, I really want to look at the laser tube. This thing has a glass tube in it, and those can get broken pretty easily. So I popped off the top. I was able to tear off the shrink wrap. The lid comes up. That's why you'll see this is already ripped open. Inside this bag, there is the key that you need to actually, we'll come back around here. These are locked, and you need to get the key out of that bag so that you can pop this hatch and take a look at your tube. Now, when I lifted this hatch up, the driver was like, oh yeah, I would absolutely inspect that too. So he totally understood. They're used to it. They know that you're basically saying that they did what they needed to do and they're not going to be liable for any damage. So definitely take a few minutes, pop the crate open and make sure that your freight is in good order before you sign that piece of paper, because otherwise you're just going to have a lot more headaches. So we're going to do rest of uncrating and unboxing here in a little bit, but I wanted to get that done first.